headphones right here. We'll be using these in just a little bit, and what we're going to do today will be a little bit different. I don't know if we've done this before. I think we've done it the reverse, but we're going to try today to go back into the garden. It's an overcast day today, so it's a little bit cloudy, and it's not going to be so bright that it won't make it hard to see. So we're going to try to go back out into the garden, and I'm going to be doing a few exercises in the garden. And if it goes well, we might do a lot of the workout from the garden today. When I'm in the garden, I'll be doing some exercises using that horizontal bar. And if you don't have one of those, that's understandable. Remember, we can still kind of do our imagination with the exercises. Or you might have like a countertop. You might have something that you can think about using, or you might even have the ability to go to a park. And parks generally are going to have a lot of options for horizontal bars. You can put bands around them. You can tie ropes and stuff to them if you want to work out with a rope. And so there's a lot of options. And look, it looks like I have two little antennae coming out of my neck. Kind of fun too. Of course, we got this butterfly background here. Check this out. Is that a butterfly or a moth? I think that's a moth. It's a beautiful moth. I feel like we had this moth up here a few years ago. Everybody, let's get ready. Let's have a sip of water. Let's make sure we're starting off and continuing our hydration throughout this workout. And what we'll do is we'll get our warm-up going. Then we'll switch over to one of our leaders, like maybe Nick. And while Nick's doing a leadership round, I'm going to transfer over and I'm going to go ahead and move out into the garden. So, and that's right. We got Sophia's birthdays on Sunday. Super excited for that. We're getting ready for the birthday. Remember, everybody, she's going to be 2 years old, and she's already up to my hip. So she's a very tall girl for just being 2 years old. Let's find out. Am I going to do the breathing motto? I haven't done it in a while. Maybe I'll do it and kick things off.
That feels good. Goes fine. Yeah.
Awesome. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to have these little antennas sticking out of my neck right there. Look, that would feel weird if that was something we had going on. All right, everybody, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. And breathe out the worst. And breathe in your power. So you reach your goals first. Nice job, everybody. We all have goals. I know all of you have goals. I also have goals. One of my goals is to get strong and to get in shape because, again, coming up this summer in just about a month or so, we're going to have the big national championship. And our friend Joshua, he's going to be competing again to make the Team USA surfing team. So we're in training mode now, which means every day throughout the day, we're thinking about our nutrition. We're thinking about our exercise. We're always thinking about all the different things that can make up our bodies being healthy. And there's a lot of things that are involved in that. So again, the food we eat, the exercises we do, the amount of sleep we get, hanging out with friends and family and having good times, that stuff's very important. Also doing things like meditation and the breath work, like with Coach Emily. That stuff, again, can be really great for helping to give you a good, well-rounded lifestyle of fitness. All right, let's get ready. Let's go ahead and move our head and neck around. So let's go side to side, up and down. We'll do a rainbow today and the ear lift and giraffe neck turn. So everybody knows these. Everybody's doing good with these. Here we go. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. And here we go. 1, 2. And you can do the breathing also. 3. You can breathe in. 4. And then breathe out. 5. Breathe in. 6. Breathe out. 7. Breathe in. 8. Breathe out. 9. Breathe in. And 10. Breathe out. We can do the same thing with up and down, so we can breathe in or out, and you can find the rhythm that you like. I'm going to breathe in when I go down and then breathe out when I go up. So let's breathe in and going up. In or down. Out and up. In and down. Out and up. In and down. Out and up. In and down. Out and up. All right, nice job. And remember, we're trying to keep our body nice and still. So focus on maybe your core, maybe your shoulders and your upper body just being still, and just using our neck muscles for these. All right, let's go ahead and do the rainbow. So again, I'm going to get my body kind of locked in. I'm going to bring my head over here, and then I'm going to go up, and I'm going around. So there's one. And again, I can breathe with these. I can breathe out right there, and then breathing in, and then breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Let's switch it up and take it down. So we're going to go breathing in and out and in and out. Two more. Breathing in, breathing out. All right. Now, those exercises had our head kind of turning on an axis. So again, imagine if I even had like a pin and I'm turning, the pin kind of can turn. You have like the top and the bottom. A lot of things can kind of spin, one way or another. We had the owl up on Monday's workout, the owl with its head turning. Now, these next two aren't going to have the head turning, but we're going to have our neck extending. And so that's really important. Let's go ahead and start off with the ear lift. And what we're going to do is reach that ear up, and we're going to stretch the side of our neck. Let's hold it for 3, 2, 1. And then we'll bring our head right back so we have our antennas. And then going back up again with the other side. And we've talked about this a lot. It looks like my head's going sideways, but really I'm thinking about my ear going up and then back into the middle. Back on the first side again, I'm bringing that ear up like I'm trying to listen to something that's up in the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, back into the middle. Let's go one more on this side, bringing it up. And you really got to think about it. If you concentrate, you'll get it. If you don't concentrate, you might end up just leaning your head 3, 2, 1, back into the middle. If you think about it, you'll find that you're getting it. And it's going to be a good feeling. You're going to get that stretch right through the side of our neck. Now let's go ahead and go with giraffe neck, turtleneck. So giraffe neck goes out, and then the turtleneck goes in. So let's go ahead and bring it out. So let's go out and in, out and in, out and in. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's hold it. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice. Remember, we're trying to get our neck warmed up. We're trying to get our neck connected with our body. It's a very important connection, but it's one that we don't really think about too often. Another one you don't think about is what? The trapezius, right? Sometimes with those trapezius, we don't really think about these muscles at all, but we might be using them all the time. So let's think about the ways we can use our trapezius. We can move them up and down. So let's go ahead and get into that up and down movement. And this one sometimes is called the shoulder shrug. And this sometimes is also kind of like saying, I don't know something. When you're bringing your shoulders up, you kind of have a, I don't know. Let's hold them up. Let's give it a 5-second hold at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's give it a 5-second hold where we're kind of pushing down. And you'll feel that difference when this is kind of normal and this is kind of pushing down. I'm pushing down right now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and move them forward and backwards. So and you don't have to go too far. And that's something that you don't have to think about doing a big range of motion. Remember, this is just kind of our warm up. So we're just trying to get our muscles warmed up. trying to get our chest in this situation. Our chest is going to get stretched when we bring it this way. And when we go this way, we're going to be stretching our rhomboids. And just a little, just nice, subtle stretches. Let's go ahead and go some circles with those shoulders. So we're doing, this is the shoulder circle. Oh, let me show you on this side. I got the USA logo right there. That's for the Team Surfing USA. And of course, we're trying to be as tall as we can with our muscles engaged. We want to be doing this one. Nice job, Carl. We want to be doing this one with some muscle activity going on. 3, 2, and 1. Let's also go with some opposites. So let's go 1 up, 1 down, and then do some switching on that. 1 up, 1 down. So this is opposites with going up and down. So, you know, you can do alternating. You go down, up, down, up. This would be alternating. Down, up, down, up. And then if you want to go at the same time, that's going to be the reciprocating. I like reciprocating. It's a good way to really get those muscles always having a nice tension on the bones there. And with your shoulder blades, they're just loving it. Nice job. What about 1 forward and 1 backward? And when we move them forward and backward, this one's kind of like it's kind of like a dance. It looks kind of interesting. It looks, you know, some people might say I'm doing like a slow. Oh, there, I got it. I got it finally. It took a few. It felt weird at first because I couldn't get it going. 1 going forward, 1 going back. And I'm focusing on my shoulders here. My body's moving a little bit because it's all attached. But I mean, I'm really thinking more about my shoulders. All right. What about 1 going around in a circle one way, and then 1 going around in a circle the other way? Oh my gosh, this is the tough one. This one's super tough. I don't know if I can do it. Oh, backward. I got 1 going backwards, and I'm gonna try to make 1 going forward. Oh, there we go. I got it. There it is. And so again, everybody, you can see some exercises, they're gonna take some concentration. They're gonna take some thoughtfulness. And I stopped thinking about it. And now, and maybe, oh yeah, absolutely. I like that too. Everybody, when you're out, when you're walking around, let those shoulders, let them get involved. You know, our body is meant to swing. Let's do a little bit of you don't have to be walking for this. You could be sitting down doing this. Let's get a little bit of that like swinging and swaying motion. If you're able to let your arms hang down, maybe let them hang down. And then if you need to hold them up, if you have armrests right there, maybe just bring them up, and you can kind of go over the top, keeping that elbow up high. And we're just kind of rotating. Now what's happening, everybody, because we're moving our right side and our left side and alternating, look at the core. If you can feel your core, you're getting those core muscles involved because, again, everything's connected. So when I'm moving my left arm and I'm moving my right arm, in between those two is going to be a whole lot of muscles that need to keep with things going. Let's do a freeze in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, Scott. Scott and Lisa, good freeze. And let's get back to it. Here we go, moving again. Let's try that 2 more times. Let's get moving. And this time, maybe let's get going a little bit faster, a little bit quicker in the shoulders. Quicker in the shoulders. That's what I'm not thinking about my arms as much as I'm thinking about my shoulder. You can see me moving my shoulders forward and back, and freeze. Nice job again. Scott and Lisa are good at this game. Let's get moving 1 more time. Byron, you got it. Nick got it. Valerie, nice job. Keeping it moving those shoulders. Here we go. Shoulder movements. Getting those shoulders nice and loose, and freeze. Oh, nice job. Carl got in it too. Good job, Carl. And relax. Let's shake it out a little bit. Shake it out. So shaking it out, it's a lot different than swinging, right? If we're shaking our arms out, shaking them out to the side, shaking them up over our head, shaking them in front of our body, shaking them behind our body. Anytime you're doing these shaking movements, you're actually doing some very concentrated muscle work. This takes a lot of muscles to get your arms and stuff moving around and shaking like this. So shake it out a little bit more. And it's not using the muscles. It's not being real tough on them. It's being kind of nice to the muscles. It's like a layup in basketball, and it allows those muscles. Yeah, allows those muscles to again get warmed up, which that's our goal from this, is to get a warm up in. Let's go ahead and do exercise. We're going to switch it up. We're going to get our whole body going. And this one's going to be the chop exercise. So remember, the chop is where we go from one side of our body over to the other. And let's do it two different ways. Let's do it with one arm, and then let's do it with two arms. So with one arm, when I do the chop, if I'm standing up or if I'm sitting down, I'm going to think about my right arm going over to my left side. Then as I come up here, I know a lot of people thought I was going to say use the left arm to go, but actually today, let's use that right arm to go again. So all right arm. This is going to be a little bit different. So let me show you. I can move back here just a little bit, and I'll go down to the ground, and then I'm going to come up like I'm trying to reach the ceiling with this arm. So it's going to be down and up with just one arm. Here we go. Let's go for 10. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go down, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down for 10. So this is a reach across the body, and then it's a reach out away from the body. And we're going to put another light on here. There we go. There's the light. You can see the light on me right there. And that's going to help out with all the way it looks on the screen. All right. Left arm. Here we go. Same thing. So we're going to go down and up. Down and up. And so I'm kind of reaching down. And then it's like you're trying to reach for something that's just out of your grasp. Down and up. Nice. 3. Down and up. 4. Down and up. 5. Down and up. 6. Down, up, 7, down, up, 8, down, up, 9, down, up for 10. So we did one arm going one way and then the opposite direction. Now let's use two arms, and let's do two arms together. Let's try that out. So we'll go maybe 5 and 5. So two arms, you can imagine you got a ball of energy. And we're going to do a water break right after this. So get your ball of energy, bring it down here by your foot, and then up over your shoulder. 2, 2, 3, 3. I'm kind of bringing it down by my knee. 4, 4. You don't have to go to the ground. 5. You're just going down low. 5. Let's bring it back into the middle, and let's go the other way. So we're going to go down left side for me. And then up over my shoulder, down to my knee, up over my shoulder. Again, we're going not quite as far down because that other arm has to come a long way. And we're trying to keep everything nice and kind of steady. And let's go one more. Down and up. All right, let's go one more style. And this is going to be down with the one arm, up with the other. So one's going down, one's going up, but not at the same time. So we'll go down, up, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, and up, 5. Let's switch it up. So now I'm going to go down my left hand, up with my right hand. Down, 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, and 5. All right. Again, a lot of twisty, turny exercise there, getting our arms working, getting our core involved too. And so again, those chops, though, can be great with your body weight, or you can even use them with like a small weight. So let's have that water break. Carla made a good call with that one. All right, let's keep going into it. Let's go to a armpit squeeze. Let's get kind of a combo going. I know Nick loves the combos. Let's go armpit squeeze. We'll do an armpit squeeze. Then we're going to go arms overhead. Then we're going to bring our arms and we're going to bring them down for arm circles. And then we're going to repeat that. Let's try to do this 4 times. So get ready. We're going to go armpit squeeze 5 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Squeeze your armpits. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going up overhead. Hold them up. Bring them back down. And then 5 of these. 4, 3, 2, 1. And squeeze. Squeeze your arms against your side again. Give them a squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Let's go up overhead and do some circles this time. Going up overhead, moving around. 3, 2, 1. And then bringing down to the side and going again. 5, 4. Nice job. 3. There you go. 2, 1. And squeeze. Squeeze. We got 2 more of these to go. Squeezing our arms against our side. 3, 2, 1. Going up and going backwards this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing them down to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then back to the squeeze, the last squeeze. I know you're feeling it. I'm feeling it. 3, 2, 1. And we're going up. Let's do a wave up in the air, like saying, hey, over here. We're over here. 3, 2, 1. Down to the side. Do a wave to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. So again, we got our deltoids fired up big time with that one. Also working on our armpits. Remember, our armpit muscles, there's a lot of muscle in this area. And if we don't have those muscles strong, a lot of times the muscles up top, they have to work really hard to support that shoulder. And so this is why we build a foundation of a strong underarm. And that strong underarm is going to actually save our shoulders. That's kind of the idea. Let's do one more with me, and then let's switch it over to, let's go to Nick. And then, Nick, you finish up the warm-up. And then we're going to go to Carla. Carla's going to do a round of leadership. And I believe Carla has a kettlebell. While that's happening, I'm going to be moving to the garden outside so I can show some exercises with the horizontal bar. And I have a resistance band. So I'm going to be doing some exercise with that. Nick, let's do one together. What do you, and then you're going to get the whole spotlight. And make sure when you're up, make sure you're doing a good job of counting and talking through the exercise. I know you know what to do, but I won't be on. So I won't be here to help out. I'll be off for about 1 minute as I'm switching devices. What do you want to do as a team? Do you have an idea? High knee tap maybe, or what do you think? Going up into a W?
Yeah.
And then what's next?
I.
Going up to the I. What's the next letter?
T.
Going out to the T.
Y.
Y.
I. M.
That M's like this. There you go. And then this is W.
W.
W. And then this
I.
and I.
Y.
Y.
T.
T.
M.
M.
W.
W. I. Straight up.
Y.
Y. Diagonal.
T.
T. Straight out to the side.
W.
W.
M.
M.
1 W, 1 M.
1 W, 1 M. Switcheroo. Woo, that's a tough one. Everybody, Nick's going to be at the studio on Friday. He's got his strength test coming up. I got a surprise for you, too.
How do you feel today, Don?
I'm feeling a lot better.
You sound better.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm feeling
I'm glad.
That's awesome. How many more of these do you want to get doing?
They fire out the they're doing that and then a bit more.
Okay. What, 10 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then W.
All right, W.
I. Y.
Y.
T.
T.
X.
X.
The other X.
The other X.
One that was M.
1 X, 1 M.
And the other M.
And then switching. Now we're getting like martial arts moves. So one is the M and this one's the X. Oh wow, that's a tricky one. But I got it. Is that it?
And V.
V. Oh, the V's tough, bringing the elbows together.
W.
W.
M.
M.
V.
V.
W.
W.
M.
M.
V.
V.
W.
W.
M.
M.
X.
X.
The other X.
The other X.
And the V.
And a V.
X.
X.
The other 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 X. Nice.
I.
I.
Y.
Y.
They do. Then model the T.
T.
W.
W.
I.
I.
With the arm to
Moving the arms around. You got 5.
5. 40, 2, and 1.
Wow. Everybody, give your shoulders and arms a rest. Now you're all feeling that just like Nick is feeling it. Me too. A lot of that feeling is our deltoid muscle. That muscle connects our arm in a way with other muscle, but it connects it to our upper body. So you weren't moving around your upper body. Your upper body was kind of the foundation. And then your deltoids were doing a lot of that work, moving those arms around, and you can feel them. So imagine all the movements you do, all the exercises and activities that you do throughout your day, you're using those deltoids for a lot of that activity. All right, everybody. So I'm going to switch over, and Nick, go ahead and take us through another exercise. And then we'll have Carla coming up with the kettlebell to take us through some leadership exercises there too.
They do a point. Do you want to do my point? They do it in 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then 9, 8, 7, 5, 40, 21. Setelah itu saya sebuah itu 25 detik. 12, we then the third order. The 2 and 1 and breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in out. And we are now that we know that everyone down did everyone.
Nick, do you have one more exercise because we still have goes on coming in? Or do we want to go to Byron?
Let's go. What's the thumbs up mean, Nick?
He muted it.
Okay, let's go to Karen then. Carla. Then.
Oh, wait, Kazan came in.
He came back in.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. All right, everybody. Nick, how'd you do? Did it feel good?
Yes. You mute
God,
himself.
you make me take calls again. I gave you the already.
Sounds good. Let me get you set up here.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank
All
you.
right. And go ahead and let me know if you have me in the spotlight here, and
We
we'll do a
do.
quick test. Okay, awesome. So check it out, everybody. We're in my garden, and I'm super excited. It's not super sunny today, and so we'll see if we can kind of have some fun in here. We're going to be using this bar, and after Carla does her leadership with the kettlebell, I have my kettlebell here, so I'm going to be following along with her. We're going to see if we can get this dialed in just right with the lighting, and we're going to do some exercises using a resistance band and in this bar. So let's go ahead and get ready for Carla. I'm going to grab my kettlebell that I have right here. I got a five-pound kettlebell, and let's see if we can set up, get the camera in a good spot. And I'm going to move a little closer so I can see Carla here. And
John,
right.
do you got my mom's email?
Is that the one you put in the chat room?
Yeah. So, Shimon, what was the address and the time for Sunday?
Okay. Oh, that'll be wonderful.
Because
Absolutely.
we're gonna go.
Maybe my mom can write down that address that's in the chat room. That'd be handy.
Okay,
But that's good. We'll get it.
And well, you can email
All
my
right.
mom and give me the address. Okay, ready? 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to do the press hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to do the Statue of Liberty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. Whew.
Nice job, Carla. That was
You
awesome.
can email the address in my mom's. I have my.
Yeah. We'll do that, and we'll have a lot of fun on Sunday, everybody. Like we're talking about, it's going to be little baby Sophia's 2. She's going to be 2 years old. It's going to be her 2nd birthday, and I'm super excited to get pictures and to share the pictures with everybody, and to make sure that we're just having a great time. And one of the things that we'll be doing with the little kids is working out with this horizontal bar. Let's get a time check while we have it, because if you noticed, I don't have my watch on. And it does get a little dark. It looks like the camera's trying to figure out the focus, and we'll see if it can figure it out. Hopefully it doesn't have a problem. If I need to move the camera around closer to me, you all can let me know, and that'll
11:35.
okay, perfect. We got a lot of time there. So the first two exercises I want to do are two that we've already done before with the horizontal bar. So the first one is going to be the exercise where I'm going to be doing the push-up on the horizontal bar. And the great thing about that is opposed to doing push-ups on the ground, I won't have all of gravity pushing down on me. And so it's going to make the push-ups a little bit easier. The next one we're going to do is going to be the row. So I'm going to be pulling myself up. And on that one, I'm going to be laying down on the mat that's underneath the bar and pulling myself up to the bar. Now, like I said, you might not have one of these around. We found this one in the neighborhood. Somebody was getting rid of it. Can you believe it? It's a gymnastics bar. But if you go to a park, they're going to have a lot of horizontal bars there. And if you're able to get it to where you can get your hands on them, you might be able to do some of these exercises. So let's see what happens if I move over here. So we're going to move that chair out of the way. And I'm going to be right over here in this spot. So maybe we'll bring just a little bit closer. That looks like that might help out a little bit here. So we're going to move that chair in a little bit closer. And now watch out, because there's a lot of birds and butterflies that come around my yard. And so you got to be looking out for them. One of the butterflies, can you believe this? A butterfly 2 days ago flew into the garden and it landed on Sophia's arm and gave her a little kiss and then flew off. A butterfly. It was incredible. All right, so on the bar, we have our hands are going to go on the bar. And if you're doing this on a countertop, you're going to put your hands kind of on the corner of the countertop. So we're kind of where it rolls going down. And then from here, remember, we just bend our elbows and we allow our shoulders to let our body lower down to the bar. And you don't have to go all the way to where your chest touches it. You can go down a little bit. You can go down a lot more. But what's great about this is that if I feel like I'm tired, I can just maybe put my foot down and then just stand right up out of this. And so again, I want to have myself in a nice, safe kind of position. And so I could do it this way where my feet are together on the ground, or I could do it where one foot is in front of the other. So I have a back foot, I got a front foot. And now this right here is going to make it even safer for me to do those push-ups, because now I have the ability to put some resistance into this leg, and it's going to help to keep me stable. So if you're at home with me, if you want, we can just do some in the air. Let's go ahead and do 15. If you want to try this on the ground, you can do it from a kneeling position. And again, you can just go as far down as you feel comfortable. Let's go for 15 push-ups. And I know Nick's doing them along with me here. So here we go. So there's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now you don't want to go too fast. 5. Sometimes people will go real fast. They get excited and they keep going fast, but then they realize that they don't have enough energy to keep up. And so we want to go at a nice tempo. I think that was 9. Let's call this one 10, and then 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, so remember, that's the push-up. And with the push-up, we're going to really be focusing on working out the muscles in our arms, working out the muscles in our shoulder, and working out the muscles in our chest. So the opposite of the chest is our back. And kind of if you think about the opposite of the tricep is the bicep. So what we're going to do now is we're going to, instead of using our chest and our triceps to move our body, we're going to use our back and our biceps to move our body. But instead of pushing it away, we're going to pull towards. Now, what you'll see here, and this is what you can do too, if you can find a bar that you can kind of lay down and get underneath, when you're pulling yourself up, you have to remember that where your feet are are going to make a big difference in how difficult the exercise is. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to come back here and check this out. We got this cool TrueFit crash pad. This is for rock climbers when they go climbing. And we have this here for little baby Sophia, so she can play on her horizontal bar. So here I am under the bar. I got my hands on the bar, and I can have my hands with the knuckles. This would be knuckles down, like when Byron's doing the resistance bar with knuckles down. And then this would be knuckles up. So I turn my hand and I have my knuckles on top. Now with my feet right here, I can kind of pull myself up off the mat, and I can use my feet to kind of help me do that. Where my body's right here, and I'm just pulling myself up and down, just like that. Now, if I wanted to make it harder, I could put both of my feet out in front, and this is going to make it to where I have a lot more body to pull up. It's going to make me a lot heavier with all this part of my body. Now, I could do the opposite, just like we showed before, where one foot's close, one foot's far away. And again, I'm kind of pulling myself up, getting to use both of my legs in a different way. So I like them all. They're all great exercises, and all of them are going to be working. Remember, our biceps and our back, and of course, our shoulders. So let's go ahead and do 10 of these. And if you don't have the bar, if you're just working out along with me, you can do kind of 10 like lawnmower pull rows, or you can do 10 kind of pull downs where you're pretending that you're pulling down on a bar or pulling your body up. Either way, if you pretend, those muscles will fire up. It's the same muscles that I'm using. If you pretend, those same muscles, they're going to fire up. Let's do 10 of these. So I'm going to get my feet in a good spot. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. So remember, with these horizontal bars, you might find something at the park like this that's going to let you hang underneath it. And you might think, there's no way I can pull myself up. But if you play around with your different foot positions, you might find that you totally can. All right, the next thing we're going to look at here is with the resistance band. So check this out. This resistance band, it's kind of like the other ones we used. This one does have the handles. So with this one, remember, we were using it the other day, and we were doing our pull aparts, and we were drawing the sword and all those exercises. But today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to put the band around the bar. And for the first exercise, we're only going to use one handle. So let me show you what we're going to do. If we have the two bands here, I'm going to pass one through the other so it makes a loop. And I'm going to do that around the bar, and that's going to give me my band being nice and connected here. There you go, to the bar. Now check this out. You can see I got my band is connected. I can move it all around. And the first exercise I want to do, we'll have to move the camera just a little bit. Get to see the whole garden. Look how beautiful the garden is, everybody. I've been putting some of my energy here. This is a nice place. I don't watch TV, so I like to garden, and this is the benefits of the gardening. So with this exercise, the band, you can see it's stuck onto the back there. And just like the push-up where we were pushing, I'm going to do a push with the band. So when I push the band's going to stretch and get longer. So let's do 10 on one side and 10 on the other. And if you want, you can just push, and you can have the other hand down by your side. So here we go. 3, 4, 5. Now remember, the band gets harder the further out I go. So as I move far away from that bar, this band is going to get a little bit more difficult to stretch out. Let's go one more. And nice. Now to move this over to the other side, look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to take both hands, and I'm just going to go over my head, just like that. Piece of cake. And so now I have the bar in this hand, the handle, and I'm going to push out on this side here. So here we go. And again, the band is connected on that bar behind me. Now you could go to a park, and if you had a band like this, you could go to a park and do all kinds of exercises. And this is just a couple that we're doing. But here again is the push. We're doing the same push exercise, but what's great about this is I'm doing it with just one arm at a time. So I'm getting some work in my core too. I'm getting some rotation, and my shoulders really like it. Nice. Now, if I wanted to switch sides again, I'm going to grab it with two hands and then just try to lift it up, bring it up over my body. If I also want to, I could pass it behind my back, right? So we see Byron, he's always doing the behind the back pass. And some people might say, well, when would I ever do something like that? Well, maybe you're working out with a band and you want to pass it off behind your back. So again, Byron's exercises here, what Byron and Nick have been doing, again, it's a great exercise and it's really going to be beneficial to other exercises. Good call, Carl. Let's have a sip of water. I'm going to get my water, check out the garden here for a second. Look how nice it's looking. I got my water over here. And this is all for baby Sophia. This is all for her to play on this and to go around and to interact with the plants. She has dinosaurs that are all over the place. There's little fairy homes, little fairy doors. There's gnomes all around here. There's a little pond over here. She plays in the little fountain pond. She loves it. I think playing in nature is one of the best things that humans can do, not just for kids, but for all human beings. If you're able to get out into nature and play with nature and experience it and touch it and smell it and feel it and see it even, that can be really powerful. It can really help us out as human beings. We're not made to be in just in buildings all the time, with the walls around us. Whereas humans, we're made to be out there. All right, so the next exercise we're going to do, you can see I took the band and now I have two handles in one hand. So this is going to be a little different. I'm going to do the row exercise. So this is the one where we're rowing and pulling into our body. I'm going to be doing the same thing over here, but because I'm now holding the two handles, it's going to make it a little bit harder, but not too hard. You can see I'm able to kind of row back here. I'm able to pull this back this way. And that's exactly what I want to do. So I want to do that row. And here, we'll move the band all the way over to the corner right here. And let's do 10 and 10 where we're pulling. Again, when we pull, we use our biceps, we use our back and our shoulders. So here we go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just bringing that elbow back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. We're going to take the next one and we're going to do our loop again. So now we have the band all the way here with just the one handle again. So remember that row exercise, that's where we're taking something that's far away and we're pulling it in close to our body. Now, everybody remembers where we're the strongest as people. We're not very strong when we're holding things far away from our body. I can only hold this weight here for so long. Let's see how long it's not going to be that much longer. I'm going to hold this weight far away from my body. I'm already getting tired. See, I got the weight right there, the kettlebell. I'm just kneeling down here in my garden. Oh my gosh, this is getting tough. This is only 5 pounds, but it's getting difficult. Oh my God, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to hold this weight. If I drop it, my glasses, I could drop it on my glasses. I don't want to do that either. So I have a sense of urgency. I want to try to hold, I can't hold it up very much longer. This is tough. My trapezius is working, my deltoid, my bicep a little bit. The muscles in my hand are working a little bit. That's it. I'm done. And so where could I hold that close? Right here, right? I could hold it just like this. I could hold it like this for an hour, maybe more. And that's what's neat about our body is our body's designed to take things far away and to bring them close so that we can then deal with them. Whatever we need to do with them, I don't want it far out here. I want it close in here. And so the next exercise we're going to do something similar to that. and we're going to just move this around with our body. So I'm going to have 2 hands on the one handle. I have my handle here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of move this around to where I bring it up. I bring it close to my body. I bring it far away, bring it up high. And we're just kind of going in like a circular fashion. And let's go ahead and set this up so we can maybe see it all. And again, this is just a real easy exercise. You can see there's not a whole lot of tension in this band. And I just want to kind of move it around my body just like this. So this is the witch's pot that we do. So here's the witch's pot where we're doing the overhead witch's pot. So let's go ahead. If you're following along with me, let's do some of these overhead witch's pots. And you can get your body into it. You can get your core muscles. You can get all your muscles into it. Moving it up and around. Moving it all the way around. Nice job. And of course, I could go this way. I could bring it back this way and then bring it around. Wow. And that gets really tough to come across the top like that. But again, I'm training my muscles to work in all these different areas and then to be very comfortable with bringing this close to my home, close to my center. Let's keep it going. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Awesome. All right, we're going to do one more because I think we have time for it. We're going to have a sip of water, and then I'm going to do this next one from a seated position. So again, here I'm going to get the handles. I'm going to have 2 handles with this one, but I'm going to do this one from a seated position.
It's only 11 52 goes on.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's actually a lot of time then. Awesome. So with this exercise, I'm going to do it seated. I'm sitting here in my chair. I have my band right here, and you can see I'm holding it with the 2 handles. So not the one handle, but I'm holding it with 2. And already off the back, you can see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of moving my arm up and down, but you can see I'm kind of pushing. I'm pulling on the band. I'm kind of pushing and pulling on it. And so right here, I have this movement, and I have my shoulder working out. Here, if I'm over in this arm, it's kind of pulling my arm at the same time I'm pulling on it. And every time I'm going up, it's kind of going up and down, and it's just moving around. Now, if I wanted to add to this, I might be able to do something like my kettlebell. And so watch this. This is what I like about the kettlebell, everybody. I put the kettlebell on the band, and now I can bounce that kettlebell up and down a little bit. Look at that. The kettlebell's kind of dancing around on the band. And I could do this with one hand. I could do this with 2 hands too. If I'm holding on here and I'm just bouncing that kettlebell up and down. Look at that. I just got it to do a flip. There it goes. It did another flip. And I'm just bouncing this kettlebell up and down. And what we want to do is we want to get our shoulders and our small muscles, the muscles in our wrist, the muscles in our elbow, we want to get them kind of used to having this kind of bouncing around tension. It's not difficult, but it's more about us holding on. So we're strengthening our grip. We're strengthening our hand here. We're working on, again, moving this just so slightly, and then working with the band as the band kind of bounces around. And here you can see with this arm, it's pulling on my arm a little bit. So I got to look at that. I got to fix my posture and set myself up. Let's go 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So the same exercises we did earlier, you can also do from a seated position. So again, here's my row. If I was in a seated position, I have that band set up in front of me. Here's my low. This is my low row. If I wanted to do my high row, I could bring one up high. I could do like Nick likes to do, where he likes to do the combo, 1 high, 1 low. So again, I'm just kind of pulling this back. And then of course I could also do something like where we're alternating, to where we're going 1 in, 1 out. 1 in, 1 out. So I'm just alternating through here, trying to keep my body nice and strong and just switching out. And then of course there's the reciprocating, where we're going at the same time. So we did this earlier today as well. Now, if I wanted to do the chest press exercise and I was sitting down, again, I'm going to want to position my chair now so that my back is facing the anchor to where this band is hooked up. So if I was able to position my chair in this position, I might need somebody to help me with getting this band, or I might be able to reach it. And then from here, I'm just going to be able to push on through. So I'm just pushing, extending my arm out, using, again, remember, the triceps, the deltoid, and the chest, the pecs. They're a big part of that. You're also using a lot of muscles in your armpit to help stabilize this band, to keep it from moving around on you. So everybody, remember, when you're thinking about doing exercises, maybe you're thinking about working out at a park. You know, we have summertime coming up. You might be thinking, I want to go out to a park and I don't want to just sit at the park and watch people play, but I want to play, and not just play, but I want to exercise play. Well, if you can bring a band to that park, there's going to be a lot of things that you can do, a whole lot of things you can do with just that one band. If you brought a band and you say you had a kettlebell, maybe you had a medicine ball or a small weight, there's all kinds of things you could do at a park. Or if you were out in a garden, you might have somewhere where you can attach that band to and do a lot of workouts. So remember, workouts don't always have to be in the house or at the gym. Sometimes you can work out in an outdoor space. If you have a nice garden, or if you have a park or a yard where you can go out into, get out in there and look for places where you can kind of set things up, and you can get yourself a good workout in. Let's find out who we have for our Breathe the Motto. Let's have a sip of water. Great job, Carla. Carla did some great leadership. Great job to Nick. Great job to Carrie and Karen also. I hope everybody liked checking out the garden. And it's a nice place. Again, we got
Demanda, Gary.
what's that?
I think Gary because I don't know.
Oh, Carrie.
Hey, person in mind.
Me? Karen, me?
Do you have the one or do you want to do it? I don't know what you are doing.
What do you think? What do you think, Carrie? Do you want to do it, or do you want to assign someone to do it? I know Nick will do it.
I'll do it.
Nice. Carrie's going to do it. Awesome. Good stuff. Good teamwork again from Karen and Carrie. They're both co-hosting us today. And here we go. Carrie, go ahead and take it away.
Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. Breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. Breathe out your worst. Breathe in your power so you can reach your goal first.
Nice job, Carrie, and great job. I saw your announcement on your Facebook post, so you keep up the good work, Carrie. You're doing great things for yourself. Absolutely. Everybody have a wonderful day. Give a big wave to all of our friends. Thanks for being on here. We'll do it another time on Friday at 11. And Nick, I don't know if you're unmuted. Let's see if we can get Nick to give us the countdown here. We'll have Carl coming back up. We'll have we're gonna have Bernie in the house coming up here soon. We're gonna have here comes Nick. Nick, go ahead and give us the countdown. And everybody have a great rest of your day. You ready, Nick?
Ready. Here we go, everyone. Then 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Bye.